Shit, recording. Alright, cool. Alright, man. You know what I'm saying? I said I was gonna drop this video, so you know what I'm saying? Might as well stick my word. But as y'all, you know what I'm saying, as y'all know, lately I've been kinda on and off with far as streaming, uploads, just everything, period. I mean I say since July of last year it kinda been like that. It's because it's been like, you know what I'm saying, it's been like a roller coaster going on, so it's been a lot of stuff that's been like ping ponging back and forth that I've been dealing with and juggling, but you know what I'm saying, majority of it came to a close. I would say 95% of it came to a close, so now, you know what I'm saying, I'm back to where I'm supposed to be. Now I can go back, you know what I'm saying, to being 100%, you know what I'm saying, posting a lot, you know what I'm saying, and all of that. But how should I start it off? I guess I started from when y'all started, you know what I'm saying, back in July of 2019. So back in July of 2019, you know what I'm saying, my mama was going through a lot of stomach pain and stuff, so she ended up having to go to the hospital and stuff like that. And come to find out, she was at stage 4 of gallbladder cancer. So you know what I'm saying, from there to like December, it's been like a back and forth. Like I've been having to help her. She been having to go back and forth to hospitals and doctor's appointments, doctor visit. I've been helping with that. I've been helping out around the house. You know what I'm saying? Like I really ain't been having no sleep. Like I just recently started getting sleep. I say about 2-3 weeks ago, 2.5-3 weeks ago. I literally started like actually sleeping, cause I never woke up in the morning. I never woke up early. If I woke up early, it was because I had to do something or somebody woke me up because they needed me type stuff. But it wasn't even like no, oh, I just wake up in the morning because I was a morning person. I never been a morning person, so me waking up in the morning was very difficult because I didn't sleep at night. But it was like around that time, it was incredibly terrible for me to sleep at night. Like it was hard. It was very hard. Like I was up thinking all the time, helping her, make sure I'm checking up on her, making sure she good, making sure my G-Mo good, making sure my uncle them good, you know what I'm saying? Making sure my son them straight, you know what I'm saying? Anything he needed, I had to go get. Anything she needed, I had to go get. Anything anybody needed, I had to go get. You know what I'm saying? Somebody need to go to an appointment, I take them. Somebody need to get picked up, somebody need to get dropped off. So it was like, really I was on the move a lot. Like it was very hard for me to just sit down and do what I wanted to do. That's why a lot of times I would be streaming, but it'd be like nighttime, or my videos are upload like nighttime. It'd be like a various space between them because I really ain't had too much time to actually work on them and actually put them together. You know what I'm saying? Like I really wanted to, but you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say I was mad that I couldn't. I would more so say that I was like kind of disappointed that I couldn't do what I wanted to do at the time. Like it was a lot of it was hard. It was hard. I'm not even gonna lie. It was hard as hell. But you know what I'm saying, I ain't just be like, fuck it, I'm not doing it no more. Fuck it, I'm just gonna give up or no shit like that. It was always like, how can I squeeze it in, or how can I, you know what I'm saying, pick a certain time where I can do it. And all the times you seen me, that was really the time I was like I was pushing it in, like squeezing it in, like forcing it. So it was pretty challenging. It was pretty tough, but you know what I'm saying, I made it work with the little amount of time and space I had. So you know what I'm saying, that was a huge, you know what I'm saying, a huge weight on my shoulders. Cause it's like you never wanna hear cancer and your mama in the same sentence unless you're talking about like zodiac sign. You know what I'm saying? It's like stage 3 is like heavy, like that shit is serious. And it's crazy because gallbladder cancer is the rarest cancer out there. So it's like for her to have that and she at stage 3, like processing to stage 4, it's like whoa. You know what I'm saying? That shit like it hits hard and it hits heavy. Cause when she first broke it down to us, it was like I ain't like I cried. I cried hard. You know what I'm saying? I cried like hell. I cried. I'm not even gonna lie, I cried. It's just something I couldn't hold back. I cried. And it was hard to just like hold it back and act like it's not bothering me. You know what I'm saying? Act like it's not. You know what I'm saying? She did a phenomenal job. Strongest person I know. She did a phenomenal job holding on, making sure I was good through what I was going through while she was going through that. You know what I'm saying? Like she was holding on. Like, man, if you was there in my shoes, you wouldn't even believe half of the stuff that was going on. You know what I'm saying? While it was going on, and she was still pushing through it. But you know what I'm saying? It just really showed me, you know what I'm saying? No matter how hard things get, if you work harder, sky's the limit. You know what I'm saying? My mom prayed a lot. Like she prayed a lot. So her praying, she never got down. She never, you know what I'm saying? It was like, oh, it's the end, and she never, none of that. Even when we cried, she cried, but she was like, don't worry, I'm good, I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? This ain't nothing. This just something, this is bull, you know what I'm saying? She was like, you know what I'm saying? The cancer devil keep trying to grab me, but that's nothing, it's nothing. He not doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, we just had to work with her through the, you know what I'm saying, the process. Like, it was nothing we can do. Ain't nobody around here doctor, so it was just, we just stayed with her, we stuck with her. You know what I'm saying? We made sure everything was always how it's supposed to be. And me, as being the oldest son, big brother, you know what I'm saying, being at the house, I did what I could to the max. Whatever I could, you know what I'm saying, whatever I can help, whatever I can do. You know what I'm saying? Anything somebody needed or something, they always called me. No matter if I was sleeping or I was getting up and I was doing it. You can ask anybody. They already knew how I was, because I can't say, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say I can't say none of my family, but it's like, when times get hard, family is who you need the most. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it was hard for us. It was hard for everybody. Especially for me and my uncle. You know what I'm saying? My little brother, he really wasn't paying attention to. He really didn't fully comprehend. My little sister, she was bothered by it, but she was, you know what I'm saying? She really like, nah, I ain't gonna believe it. Nah, it ain't true. But me and my uncle, we knew what was going on. My G-Mom was like, I'm not worried about none of that. You finna come scot-free. Ain't shit finna happen to you. G-Mom was like, I don't care what the doctor's saying. Ain't nothing happening to you. You ain't going nowhere. Me and my uncle was the most crushed. Like, it hit hard. But, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that shit hit hard. So that was the start of it. Then I say, fast forward to like November, around my birthday, like a week or so before my birthday, I end up selling my car, you know what I'm saying, because I needed the money at the time, and jobs was playing. I kept calling, applying, going to interviews, and nothing was falling. So I was just like, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? I ain't had the money to get the last part for my car and get the tag, and so I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna sell it. So I ended up selling it. And it's crazy because the same day I did all this, I sold it, you know what I'm saying? I live like down the street from a Walmart, so first thing I did after I sold it, I went straight to Walmart, bought my son some Pampers, some milk, you know what I'm saying, clothes. I made sure he was straight. That was the first thing I did with that money. Made sure he had shit, so he didn't have to worry about shit for a good 2, 3, 4 months. You know what I'm saying? Then later on that night, I was coming back home. I was on the highway. I knew I was going a little fast, but it wasn't what they said. But I wasn't trying to fight that shit. I didn't care. It was too. So I was going on the highway. I was coming back home and I was speeding. I knew I was doing about 85, 90. It was in the break. Probably 92 at the max. I'm not even gonna lie, I was speeding. And I got pulled over. It was really entrapment, and I found out from my Gmod that's really supposed to be against the law, but where I live at, the certain county I live at, they took that out, so I really just got set up. But fucked around, ended up getting pulled over, got a super speeder ticket. Dude said I was going 101 and a 65. You know what I'm saying? But when I ended up going to court the next month, they flipped and said I was going 101 and 55, but it was actually 65. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. That shit come on. I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I sold the car, so I still got money. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be covered with that. I ain't worried about that. That car shit, that ticket shit, that's nothing. That's about everybody saying like, oh, at the max it should be like 3. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, shit, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? So time passing. Boom. Time for me to go to court. End up going to court. It was way more than what everybody thought it was. End up going to court. I had to do a defensive driving class. I'm on 12-month probation, and I had an $850 fine. I currently got it dropped down to $580, and I'm on probation until I pay that off. If I pay that off, my probation officer said she'll talk to the judge. You know what I'm saying? Try to get the case dismissed, so I ain't gotta worry about the rest of the probation. I'll be scot-free. Record be clean again, but that's some extra shit that's been thrown on the plate. So I'm like, I'm dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? And that shit was kinda, I ain't gonna lie, that shit was kinda beating me up until I got to my court date, and I found that out. I'm like, oh my god. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get this shit situated, I'm gonna get this shit out of the way. So I'm currently working on that. So yeah. And I'd say about, what I say, probably about a week and a half, 2 weeks later, bam, I started having pains, headaches, you know what I'm saying, migraines, toothache, you know what I'm saying. And I thought it was all cool. Kind of find out my wisdom teeth growing in, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? It's a wisdom tooth problem. So me thinking, I'm like, okay, I gotta get it taken out. Alright, cool. You know what I'm saying? It's my mom saying. I'm like, okay, cool. So I end up going to a dentist, and the first dentist that I went to, first thing they said was, oh, it's impacted under the gum, which means it's pushing through the gum, but it's not going through. So you have to surgically get that cut. You have to go to an oral surgeon, get it cut out, and you'll be good. So I'm like, okay, because if I would have got my teeth pulled from that place, it'd have been like 70. So I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying, how much they charging? You know what I'm saying? So she gave me the paper, them niggas were charging $155. So I'm like, damn, I gotta do this, and I gotta pay this probation and shit. I'm like, okay. So then a little later after that, my mama ended up having to go for her last surgery with all this cancer process. So what they had to do was, what they found out is, they took all the cancer away because they took her gallbladder and all that. So she was announced cancer free, 100%. To this day, she is 100% cancer free, and I thank God for that every day. She is 100%. I'm gonna say it again. She is 100% cancer free. Not a single ounce of cancer in her. So what happened was with this last surgery, it was to remove all the scar tissue inside her body and stuff. She's still going through recovery as we speak, you know what I'm saying? But it's not like she just laying. It ain't recovery where she laying around and stuff like that. That was like the first 2-3 weeks when she got back home. But now she moving around doing all this, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, she went in surgery, so she was gone for like a good week and a half or some shit like that. So you know what I'm saying? I was kind of depressed. I couldn't sleep. I was up all night. You know what I'm saying? I was kind of worried. I'm like, damn, when my mom gonna come back home? And I'm like, no, I know she and the doctor, so if something happened, you know what I'm saying? The hospital, they can help her. They can get her back right, so she'll be able to come home. So I'm like, nah, you know what I'm saying? But I'm still like, damn, when my mom's home. But I'm like, nah, I'm not even in a rush. I'm gonna let them do their thing. I'm gonna let them work. You know what I'm saying? Let them do what they gotta do. So sooner or later, she ended up coming home. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's happy, grateful. She was all in the happy spirit. She was laughing, joking, all that. So everybody was cool. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the more and more days is going by, the more and more my mouth start getting worse and worse and worse and worse. So then I end up, you know what I'm saying? We end up trying to figure out, alright, what we gonna do about this tooth situation? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, this tooth gotta go, because it's like, it's getting to the point where I'm like, dude, if I don't get this tooth fixed, I'm gonna jump off a cliff or something. Like, it hurt that bad. Like, it was terrifyingly bad. Like, yeah, like it was terrible, dude. You know what I'm saying? Then in the midst of my tooth pain, I had to take my son to his doctor's appointment. I had to take my girl to her appointments. You know what I'm saying? I had to take my auntie to her appointments. I'm helping my uncle. I'm still doing stuff with my mom and my G-mom. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it was just no sleep. You know what I'm saying? I'm still up thinking, still up trying to work on, you know what I'm saying, videos and trying to do some music, you know what I'm saying? Grinding the game. It was just a bunch of shit. It's just like all that shit was compact, and it's like that shit was just like, you know what I'm saying? So I would say 2 to 3 weeks ago, I ended up going to the hospital because it was just like my headaches was getting too overbearing, and they was staying, they was sticking, it was hard, it was like somebody was just holding my head and just pushing. So I went to the hospital, and they told me pretty much it came from stress and not sleeping. You know what I'm saying? So everybody was kind of telling me that anyway. I kind of knew that, but I was just like, I'm gonna go and make sure, because she was like, they made me do some tests because they was like, they wanted to make sure it wasn't nothing like no stroke or nothing happening or nothing like that. So I'm like, okay, that's understandable. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, I was just like, oh nah, you good? It's just sleep. And I fuck around and have a heart attack in the car. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, okay. So that's what's going on. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on then. I'm like, okay, so I got this situated. I started sleeping more. You know what I'm saying? I had to take some pain pills and shit. So then the tooth pain came right back, but this time even harder. And it was coming with a headache. So I would say about a couple days ago, from today, a couple days ago, she started, my mom is helping me again. She started calling oral surgeons and stuff. I'm talking about these folks, prices are through the roof, like terribly through the roof. Like, she called, it was yesterday when I went to the dentist. She called yesterday, and one place was like, oh, it started off at 175 and go up to like 3 or something like that. I'm like, okay, that's, you know what I'm saying, that's workable, that's reasonable. I got this little dentist discount code, so card, so that would have took that down some. Alright, go back in there. I'm gonna come get you in a minute.
Okay.
Alright, I love you, boy.
I love you too.
But yeah, as I was saying, the little discount code is gonna knock that down some. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't really tripping about that. So then she called another place, the place that they originally was supposed to send me to. Them folks talking about the extraction start off from like 300 and they go all the way up to 8. I tell that nigga hurry up. They tell that nigga hurry up, we gotta drop him off.
Hurry up what?
Get his shit ready.
Oh.
Yeah. Get your ass down and close my door. I'm trying to finish my video.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like that. But yeah. So the extractions they were talking about was gonna go from 300 all the way. It was starting at 300, which means 300 was the lowest. All the way up to the highest, which was 800. And I'm like, damn, just to take one tooth out? So we like, nah, hell no. So she was like, okay, I found this place. I've never been to it before, but we're gonna find out. So this was yesterday. So we end up going, you know what I'm saying? And it was a little hole in the wall last dentist. But they knew the hell they was talking about for sure. So what happened is, dentist, he told me everything. He broke it down to me. He let me know. So what's going on is, and what is happening right now is, my wisdom tooth in the back is just now growing in. So it's trying to break the bone and come through the gum. But in the process of that, it's inflammation on both sides. It's on like inflammation on the back side. And it's hooked to the nerve. So if he would have took it out, he was like, if he would to extract it, it'd be like a chance that my, you know what I'm saying, my whole face can be numb for like, it can be a day, it can be, you know, he said it can be an hour, it can be a day, it can be a week, a month, a year, or it can be for life. You know what I'm saying? That's if you want to take a chance. But he was like, nah, I would rather you just let the tooth grow. And when it start hurting that fake grow, then you take it out. Because it's still hooked to the nerve. It still ain't came through yet. You know what I'm saying? Still ain't grown through. So I'm like, okay. I'm just going to let it be. So, you know what I'm saying? Taking antibiotics for that. Got pain medicine for that. So right now, I'm pain free, to be honest with you. I'm pain free. I mean, it's a little tingly because it's raining, like when the weather change, my mouth get a little, you know what I'm saying, in these feelings. But as of right now, I'm pain free. I'm happier. I feel better. My mama's stress free, you know what I'm saying? She's cancer free, you know what I'm saying, most of all. Yeah, everything going good, you know what I'm saying? Everybody working on them, getting that stuff together, you know what I'm saying? Getting back to 100%. I can't wait to go back to work though. Stay talking about that. But I mean, yeah. That's pretty much what's been going on. I know it don't seem like a lot, but it's way a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't making this to be like, oh, you know what I'm saying, feel sorry for me, feel bad for me type shit. It ain't no shit like that, you know what I'm saying? I'm just expressing what I was going through, what's going on with me, you know what I'm saying, why I haven't been how I usually be, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, folks already know I usually be streaming every day, posting almost every day, you know what I'm saying? I stopped posting for a minute because I wasn't really fucking with YouTube like that after they got down. Ban my live stream because there's music playing in the background, and sometimes I ain't even know the music's in the background, so I'm just like, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. But, you know what I'm saying, hey. But, you know what I'm saying, your boy back on the grind, you feel me, your boy back to normal, you know what I'm saying, see?
Yeah, bro, yeah,
I couldn't do that at first. I mean, it's still a little tender right there, you know what I'm saying, but
yeah.
I just could've keep growing in, but, see? Yeah, so. But hey, man, if y'all watch this video all the way to the end, make sure y'all leave a like.
Yeah, but don't pay
And you know what I'm saying? Comment, we love you, Quay, or
Hey, man, we gon'
I'm happy for you, Quay, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just show me you paid attention. You know what I'm saying? You watched the whole video. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you know what's going on for here. I ain't even gotta say it. You know what's finna go on. I'm finna drop something. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I'm back and I'm better. So you know what I'm saying? We just gonna have to go up from there. But until the next video, make sure y'all stay tuned. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all like. And I love y'all and I'll be back.